Ever wondered which countries have the most military bases around the world? Let's count down the top 10 and see who dominates the globe. We're talking about hundreds of installations, scattered across every single continent, from tiny islands in the Pacific to massive airfields in the middle of the desert. It's like a giant, real-life game of Risk, but with trillions of dollars and the world's most advanced technology on the line. Today, we're going to expose the biggest players and reveal exactly how far their military reach extends. I literally spent thousands of hours with my team researching this, so you are not going to want to miss a single second of this video. It is going to be absolutely insane. This isn't just about numbers, it's about power, influence, and strategy. Having a base in another country means you can project force, gather intelligence, and respond to crises in a matter of hours, not days. Kicking off our list at number 10 is a country you might not expect: Japan. Japan's constitution limits its military, so they call them the Japan Self-Defense Forces. They only have one official overseas base, in Djibouti. Yet Japan is one of the most important strategic locations on the planet. Japan hosts a massive number of foreign military bases, primarily for its biggest ally, the United States. Over 120 U.S. installations, around 55,000 American military personnel stationed there. It's insane! These bases are critical for stability across the Asia-Pacific region. Major naval ports like Yokosuka is home to a U.S. aircraft carrier strike group, massive air bases like Kadena on Okinawa. These facilities are the backbone of American military power in Asia. Japan isn't building a global empire of bases, but as a host nation, it's a central player in the global security game. It's a unique position that lands them on our list as a major hub of military power. Coming in at number 9, we have Italy. Ciao Bella! Italy isn't just famous for pasta and the Colosseum, it's a serious military player. Italy maintains several key bases and deployments: the Mediterranean, the Balkans, Africa. They have a significant presence in Djibouti. Japanese bases nearby, US bases nearby. Djibouti is a supercritical choke point for global trade. Italian troops and facilities in Lebanon, Kosovo, Iraq. These forces play a big role in peacekeeping and stability missions. What makes Italy so important is its location: Europe, North Africa, the Middle East. That makes it a perfect launchpad for operations. Italy also hosts NATO facilities. Italy also hosts US facilities. Naval Air Station Sigonella in Sicily, the hub of the Med. Sigonella City and base aerials, plus P-8 or C-130 activity. So Italy punches way above its weight, securing number 9 on our list of global military powers. Alright, for our number 8 spot, we're heading to the heart of Europe, Germany. After World War II, Germany's military was completely rebuilt, with a focus on defense within the NATO alliance. But don't let that fool you. Germany has become a major contributor to international security, with bases and personnel stationed all over the world. They have a logistical base in Uzbekistan that was crucial for operations in Afghanistan, and they maintain a presence in places like Lithuania. Cracking the number 7 spot is Turkey, a country that sits at the literal crossroads of Europe and Asia. This unique geographic position has made Turkey a pivotal player for centuries, and today is no different. Turkey has been flexing its military muscle and expanding its influence. They have a major military training facility and base in Somalia, helping to build that country's army, and another significant base in Qatar, which hosts thousands of Turkish troops. It's a massive projection of power right into the Persian Gulf. Turkey also has a strong military presence in northern Cyprus and has conducted major operations and established control in parts of northern Syria and Iraq. They are not afraid to act independently to secure their interests. On top of that, Turkey hosts the critical Incirlik Air Base, which is used by the US Air Force and other NATO allies, giving it even more strategic importance. Moving on to number 6, we have the rising giant, India. And a rapidly modernizing military, India is building a network of bases to protect its interests and establish itself as the main security provider in the Indian Ocean. They call it their string of pearls counter-strategy. India operates its first overseas naval base, INS Baz, on the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, perfectly positioned to monitor the Strait of Malacca. It's like having a watchtower over a global superhighway. Now we're entering the top 5, and at number 5 is the country everyone is talking about: China. For decades, China insisted it would never build overseas military bases. In 2017, China opened its first ever official overseas naval base in Djibouti, in the Horn of Africa. This isn't some small outpost. It's a huge, heavily fortified naval fortress just a few miles from the main US base in the country. It's an insane power move, a clear signal of China's global ambitions. But Djibouti is just the beginning. China is using its massive economic power through its Belt and Road Initiative to gain access to ports and build facilities all over the world. They've funded and built ports in Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Cambodia, and all across Africa. Many analysts say these could be converted for military use in the future. This dual-use strategy is incredibly clever. China is playing the long game, slowly and steadily, building a global network that could one day rival the biggest players on this list. Their rapid expansion is one of the biggest stories in geopolitics today. Coming in at number 4 is France. While it may not have the largest empire anymore, the legacy of its colonial past is still very visible in its global military footprint, especially in Africa. France maintains a significant and active military presence across the continent, with major bases in countries like Djibouti, Côte d'Ivoire, Senegal, and Gabon. For years, they led massive counter-terrorism operations in the Sahel region, projecting power in a way that, honestly, few other countries can. They are, without a doubt, a major power broker across West and Central Africa. Beyond Africa, France's power is global. They have bases in their overseas territories, the Caribbean, French Polynesia, New Caledonia, giving them, well, incredible reach. They also have a key naval base in the United Arab Emirates, their first in the Persian Gulf, allowing them to monitor the vital Strait of Hormuz. This widespread network of bases, a legacy of empire combined with modern strategic planning, allows France to deploy its forces around the world and maintain its status as a major global power, securing it the number 4 spot. Taking the bronze medal at number 3 is the United Kingdom. The British Empire once covered a quarter of the world's landmass. While the empire is gone, its military echo remains. The UK maintains a surprisingly large and strategically important network of overseas bases. They have major installations in Cyprus, which serve as a hub for operations in the Middle East, and in Germany as a key part of their NATO commitment. They also have a jungle warfare training school in Brunei and a naval support facility in Bahrain, right in the heart of the Persian Gulf. But the most incredible part of the UK's network is its chain of island bases. From Gibraltar, guarding the entrance to the Mediterranean, to the Falkland Islands in the South Atlantic, to Ascension Island, and Diego Garcia in the middle of nowhere, these small territories are like unsinkable aircraft carriers. Diego Garcia in particular is one of the most important and secretive military bases in the world. Alright, our runner-up for the most military bases, taking the number 2 spot, is Russia. Following the collapse of the Soviet Union, Russia's global presence shrank dramatically, but under Putin, it has come roaring back. Russia has focused on re-establishing its influence in its near abroad, the former Soviet republics. They have major bases in Armenia, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, giving them a powerful grip on Central Asia. They also have thousands of troops stationed in the breakaway regions of Georgia and Moldova, effectively creating permanent military footholds. But Russia's ambition is global. Their most significant foreign base is in Syria, which includes a major airbase and the Tartus naval facility, Russia's only warm water port in the Mediterranean. This base completely changed the game in the Syrian civil war and allows Russia to project power across the entire Middle East. They are also expanding their presence in Africa, signing security deals and reportedly establishing a presence in countries like Sudan and the Central African Republic. Russia is strategically rebuilding its global network to challenge its rivals, making it the clear number 2 on our list. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The number 1 country with the most military bases, and it's not even close. The United States of America. The sheer scale is almost impossible to comprehend. The Pentagon lists around 750 bases in more than 80 countries. I'm going to say that again. 750 bases. More than the next 9 countries combined. It is absolute global domination. Germany, Japan, South Korea, Qatar, Bahrain, Italy, United Kingdom. This network costs hundreds of billions of dollars a year to maintain. It gives the United States the ability to project power anywhere on Earth. Within hours. Entire aircraft carrier strike groups, floating military bases, a constellation of satellites, a global web of logistics, hundreds of thousands of troops stationed permanently overseas. No other country in history has had this level of presence. It's the foundation of America's status as the world's sole superpower. Truly mind-blowing when you see the full picture of this global empire of bases. And there you have it. The top 10 countries with the most military bases scattered across the globe. Spinning globe with all the flagged bases, from Japan's strategic hosting role to the absolute global dominance of the United States. It's clear that having boots on the ground in foreign lands is still the ultimate symbol of power and influence. We saw how old empires like the UK and France maintain their reach through legacy bases, while new powers like China are rapidly building their own networks from scratch. It's a constantly shifting chessboard, with every base representing a strategic move in a game with the highest possible stakes. This is how the world is truly run. This countdown really puts global politics into perspective. It's not just about who has the biggest army, but who can put that army anywhere in the world at a moment's notice. The logistics and cost behind maintaining these hundreds of bases are staggering, a feat only a handful of nations can even attempt. The world map is dotted with these tiny pockets of sovereign territory, acting as launch pads, listening posts, and symbols of power. It's a hidden layer of our world that dictates so much of what happens in the news every single day, and now you know who the biggest players are. Thank you so much for watching. I hope your mind is as blown as mine was when we put this all together. It took an insane amount of work, so if you enjoyed it, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel right now so you don't miss our next video. We read every single comment, so let us know what you think. Did your country make the list? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome countdowns.